I created a dating app that matched people based on what they hate. It went viral overnight and accidentally exposed a senator's secret life. I never meant to become a tech founder or accidentally trigger a political scandal. 3 years ago, I was just a burned out marketing manager with too many bad track gates and a weird idea that wouldn't leave my head. What if we matched people based on what they hate instead of what they like? After my 6th first date, where some guy pretended to love hiking, but had never actually been, I realized something fundamental about relationships. Pain shared hatred is a stronger bond than shared interests. You can fake loving museums. You can't fake genuinely despising slow walkers who take up the entire sidewalk. Using my modest savings and some basic coding skills from college, I built Hater Perned, a dating app where users swipe on things they hate. Prabadish Jam swipe left. People who talk during movies swipe left. The algorithm matched people with compatible annoyances. I launched it without fanfare, expecting maybe a few hundred downloads from friends and their networks. 3 days later, I woke up to 50,000 downloads and an inbox full of media requests. Apparently, my little joke had struck a nerve. Within 2 weeks, we had 1 million users. I quit my job, raised a small seed round, and hired a real development team to keep the servers from crashing. The press loved the concept. Pern finally, honesty in dating. Bond over mutual hatred. We were featured everywhere from BuzzFeed to the Theatuz show. Then came the incident that changed everything. Our privacy policy was clear. Parento profiles were anonymous until you matched and chose to reveal your identity. Ranging could swipe on thousands of hate topics ranging from pineapple on pizza to climate change deniers without revealing who they were. What we hadn't anticipated was that our anonymized data, when analyzed in aggregate, could reveal fascinating patterns. My data scientists thought it would be fun to release a report on what your city hates most. Part harmless cultural insights like New Yorkers hate slow walkers and Los Angelenos hate parking restrictions. The report went viral, especially the section on Washington, D.C., where we noted an unusual statistical anomaly. While most cities showed diverse hatred patterns, one specific D.C. neighborhood, home to many senators and congresspeople, showed an overwhelming hatred for financial disclosure requirements and ethics investigations. 2 days after our report, Senator William Harrington Pern, chairman of the Senate Ethics Committee and crusader for stricter financial disclosure laws, Pern announced his immediate resignation. It took the Washington Post just 48 hours to connect the dots. Senator Harrington lived in that exact neighborhood and had apparently been using our app while conducting multiple affairs, all while publicly championing the very ethics rules he was privately circumventing. His hater profile, which journalists somehow obtained, showed he had swiped left on his own legislation. The irony was almost too perfect. The scandal exploded overnight. Our user base doubled again, but not for reasons I was comfortable with. People weren't joining to find dates. They were joining to see what other hypocrisies they could uncover. I had a decision to make. We could lean into becoming a political exposure tool. The venture capitalists were salivating at the possibilities, or recommit to our original mission, helping people find genuine connections through shared dislikes. Last month, I turned down a $30 million acquisition offer from a major data analytics company. Instead, we completely overhauled our privacy protections, eliminated neighborhood-specific data collection, and added encryption that even our own team can't bypass. Our user growth slowed, but something better happened. Our successful relationship rate doubled. Raft out when people feel safe to be honest about what annoys them. They build more authentic connections. Senator Harrington now works as a lobbyist for a tech regulation firm. Sometimes I see him quoted in articles about dating at privacy. He never mentions hater by name, but his new crusade against invasive data practices tells me he hasn't forgotten us. As for me, I met my fiancé on the app last year. Our top shared hatred. People who build technology without considering the ethical implications. If you want to hear about the celebrity scandal our app almost caused, next follow for part 2.